Maybe. There we go. Hi! Hi, everybody out there. Welcome to the first ever Bricking with Friends. And I am very honored to have Cy O'Connor as my first guest. Big fan of you, Cy.
Oh, thank you. Likewise.
I really love your background. Your background is really cool with all your Lego sets.
I need to put a light in, I think, make it a bit brighter.
That would be a good idea. Oh, you got the Hogwarts castle up there. When did you put the Great Hall up there?
About 2-3 weeks ago, I think. I took away the Star Wars Death Star box, put some Star Wars stuff here, and then I've got all of the all my Harry Potter stuff is up there. Well, not all of it, but some of my Harry Potter stuff is up there. So Hedwig's up there, and
cool.
some of those things. So yeah.
Oh, I recognize a certain set that I sent you in a box back there behind your head.
Yes, indeed, it is. Dun, dun, dun. It's still unopened, and it has dust on it.
Oh, you can't have dust on that?
No one's supposed to know. Shush! Don't tell anybody.
All my sets have dust on them, so everything back there probably has dust and cat hairs. We can't forget all the cat hairs.
Exactly. No,
so it looks like Oldendorf is here. Hi, Oldendorf.
Hey, Oldendorf.
Nice to see you. So I am going to be building today. You don't have to, Cy, but I am going to build the grand staircase from Harry Potter or Hogwarts because I need to. I need to get it done because I have crazy plans for my city that you can see a teensy bit of. Well, that is all of it right there. Yeah. I have crazy plans. Crazy.
I don't have that. I'm gonna have to get that set. I didn't get that one either.
Cy, you're slacking. You
see, we only got a Lego store here a little while ago, so to get sets,
I know.
Yeah, I mean, to get sets, we have to post. We have to get them posted to us. So now that we have a Lego store, we can just drive in and get whatever we need. But because we never had a Lego store here before, if I wanted to get something, let's say for $15, right, I'd have to. Right. Yeah, so to get that posted to me, I have to either spend another 11 euros to get it posted, or get 55 euros together, buy stuff I don't need, and then get a free postage. Do you know what I mean? So a lot of stuff I've just kind of gone, yeah. So now Lego have saved the day and opened the store.
Yes. I like to think that it's your own personal store.
Oh, it is. I wish.
I couldn't imagine being a YouTuber of your size and not having a Lego store.
I know, it's weird, isn't it?
Yeah. And I remember when you used to post a lot of hauls and from where you would have them ship them to you, and they all the time the boxes were damaged.
Unbelievable. Oh, I mean,
I know you keep the boxes too.
Yeah. I have to send them back. Go on.
So after you build them, all those ones that you got in your background, after you built them, do you still keep those boxes too, or do you throw those boxes away?
Yeah, no, I don't throw away any boxes. They're all kept. Yeah, I know. We got a storage unit because we have so much stuff and boxes. So that's where they are. But
you fold them flat.
Oh no! Oh God, no! Because it would make creases along. It would make creases along here. So there'd be creases along the artwork. So yeah,
I couldn't do that. I have a couple. We're keeping a couple of boxes. We're not keeping everything. We're keeping the Lego Ideas boxes because those usually have the flap on them. Yeah. So we're keeping those boxes. And maybe a couple of Star Wars ones, but we have to fold them flat.
Even some of the boxes, no, this one has tape, but some of them with the thumb tabs, like I use a knife, I don't push the thumb tabs in and or anything like that. But if I was to do them
Oh,
flat, I'd have to cut them, and then no, so it's one, it's too much hassle, but two, but a lot of my sets I keep sealed on purpose because I like that idea of when someone opens a set, that means there's less sealed. Can you still see me? Am I back?
yeah,
That was so
yeah.
weird.
Well, it's kind of pausing a little bit.
I don't know why that was weird. So, did you hear anything I said? I'll basically start that again. So, basically, most of my sets are sealed, and I keep it like that on purpose because I like the idea of having sealed sets. Because obviously, when someone opens their set, that's it. You know, there's one less sealed set in the world.
Yeah. And like I do that, so like for my Funkos, I do display a lot of, well, I display some of them, but I do keep the boxes for those. That's the only thing I keep the boxes for.
Yeah.
For my Lego, I'm like, bye bye
Really?
boxes.
Oh.
Yep. I get rid of the boxes. Even when I open up, like I plan on building everything that I buy. I do buy duplicates of some sets for investment so that I can sell them later on to help pay for the addiction. So I do that. Oh, hi, Lorraine. How are you? I am behind on the chat already. Wow. And it's only been a few minutes.
So,
But yeah, so like even when I open up, like I got another, I have the Monster Fighters house, and I just
ooh,
got last month, I got the Vampire Hearse finally.
yep.
And even when I open those and build them, I'm still going to throw away the box
Oh my
because
god.
I don't have any place to keep them.
Well, that's true. You could sell the boxes. People buy boxes. You can sell them on eBay.
I know. I thought about that and I'm like, but then I still have to like somehow manage to ship the box to them and hope it doesn't get damaged, which I don't trust the US Postal Service.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do not trust them one bit
But yet, no,
at
Monster
all.
Fighters are definitely one of my favorite themes.
I was going to ask you, what is your absolute favorite theme out of all of the themes? Retired, current?
That's hard because Monster Fighters is definitely one of them because I really like kind of spooky themes. So Hidden Side was a spooky theme, not as spooky as Monster Fighters, but a
Right.
minifigure collector. So the collectible minifigure series would be up there as well. Looking around, Marvel is one of my big loves as well. But as far as teams go, I'd have to probably say Monster Fighters.
See, I haven't built my Monster Fighters, but I do love them.
Yeah.
And I bought the house because it reminded me of like the Addams Family house. I think it's the
Yeah.
Addams Family. One of them. One of those two. It was either the Addams Family or the Munsters.
Yeah.
It reminded me of one of those houses, and I used to watch both of those when I was a kid. So I was like, I have to get this. And then I saw the minifigs. I was like, oh, and then I like went on Bricklink and I like looked up the Monster Fighters line. It is now my goal to own every single set.
Yeah. I mean, I think
And
you
it's
got the
going
most
to cost me a small fortune.
Well, you got one of the most expensive ones. That's the house.
Yeah.
The next expensive one, I think, is the zombies. I think it's called. That's really expensive.
Yeah. I was just happy. Well, so one of the resale stores that's near me, there's actually, I think there's, I don't know how many there are where I live, but the one that I do know about that I go to, at one point they had like 3 or 4 sets in box. And I was just like, hey. And then I looked at the price tags on all of them and I was like, well, I'm already buying all this stuff, so you're going to have to stay here because I'm not willing to put some of these back.
Yeah. I mean,
Because like
that's the problem.
It's hard to be a collector. especially when you like a lot of different things. Like I like Doctor Who too, and that was one of the sets that I was like not willing to put back when they had like 3 or 4. So I actually got, and I have it right here. I got the ideas set. I was super happy about it. And it was funny. There was somebody else in the store at the same time. And he started looking at the set and it was in a case. And I was like, oh my God, he might buy that set. And I was just leaving it there because there weren't, I mean, it was just me and this other couple, or it was me and my husband and then this other couple in the store. And he started looking at it and he started sounding interesting. I was a complete bee. I was like, I want that Doctor Who set. Can you put that in my pile? And I was like halfway across the store. And the guy looked up and he was like, oh man, I was thinking about getting that. I was like, nope.
That's
I was
mine.
Like, I'm sorry. I need that set. I'm a huge Doctor Who fan. So like I need that set. And it was around my birthday. I was like, and it's my birthday.
Yeah, so back off. I got
yeah.
I got these when they were on sale ages ago.
I've been looking for that because I want all the Doctor Who stuff, and I want that cyborg.
Yeah, he's cool, isn't he?
He is. I was like, oh my God, because I have the in the dimensions. I have. Let's see. I have this one, obviously.
Yeah.
From Fantastic Beasts, and then I built, and I don't know where the parts are now. They're long gone. They're somewhere. But I had the other Fantastic Beasts one that had the entrance to the building, you put on the console thingy. Yeah. I don't even know how that works. I just wanted them for the minifigures. I was like, I just want the minifigures.
Yeah, they had some amazing minifigures. Like I love the Dimensions game, and I still play it. I was actually playing it the other day. But like so many cool figures. And that thing you're talking about. So basically, on the little on the gamepad, it's called. So you build the little set, and then there's some studs on the little gamepad, and you just put them onto the studs, and then it's a story pack. So in the story pack, you have the minifigures with the little circular things that come on, the game tags. Yeah. When you put the game tag onto, I don't have one up here, but when you put the game tags onto the little console, as you call it, but that plugs in through a USB into the PlayStation. But when you put, like, say, who comes in that one? Who comes in that?
Which one?
Newt. If you put Newt onto the Newt that comes with that one, I think it is. If you put him onto the tag, it basically loads up the story level for Fantastic Beasts, and you spend hours playing it. Like, and there's so many hidden little Easter eggs, and you go around, you can smash things up, and you can find like you find like little pieces you have to rebuild. So you rebuild some of these things, and they actually make a kind of a landing pad for a TARDIS. So you get your TARDIS and go into your TARDIS, make your TARDIS land on this, and it brings you, like, one of the places was to the Flash headquarters. Now, he doesn't come in the game at all, but you go to Flash head. Another one was it brought you onto the Red Dwarf ship. Like, all these cool little, like, Easter eggs in Dimensions. It's a really good game.
Sounds fun. And like, I like playing the Lego games. Like, I played Indiana Jones for a little while. And then I do have the last one, the Skywalker Saga that came out. Yeah. I got that one, but I only got that one for the mini. So technically that one's my husband's game, but I bought it for the minifigure itself.
You're like, you have that and I'll take this.
Yeah, but I've played more of the game than he has. And we don't play that much. We would play if we had more time. And I played, which other one have I played? Harry Potter, duh.
Oh, yeah.
Except I got stuck. I felt so stupid about me getting stuck at one point. I was like, you've got to be kidding me. Because I got stuck at the Moaning Myrtle bathroom for the Chamber of Secrets.
Right.
And I was stuck there for like hours.
Really? There are parts in those games where there's something looks really hard, and then you go, oh my god, that's so simple. I haven't played. There's two Harry Potter games. I've only played the first one, which is years. I think it's 1 to 3 or 1 to 4, and then the
1
one
to
you have
4.
is one you have is 4 to 8 or something, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I haven't played that one yet. I have it downstairs, but I was
Yeah,
stuck
I
for
haven't gotten that
ages.
far.
I was stuck for ages in I was fighting Voldemort on the roof, and I just couldn't figure how to kill him. So I had to look it up on YouTube, and then it turned out to be so
That's
easy.
what I did. I had to look it up on YouTube for Moaning Myrtle. I was like, you're kidding me. That's all I had to do.
I know,
Really?
'cause we overthink it, I think, but I think they're still a little bit difficult for like young kids.
Yeah,
I hope.
I hope. I would feel really stupid if like a little kid like do and got right through the Moaning. I'd be like, really? Okay, thanks. I feel stupid. So let me catch up on. Oh wow, I missed a lot here apparently. So I am not sure who this person is, but hello,
That's Redmond.
RDM. Okay, so hello, and let's see here. King Oldendorf said, "I love Monster Fighter, but I only get the Hearst set." With some missing pieces. I'm lucky I got it in a sealed box. I was so happy. And then what happened if we put cat ears on side? Would the cat ear be furry?
Probably.
Probably. I mean, mine are glittery. Mine are glittery. And then I have
glittering,
sequin
yeah.
ones. I have sequin ones, and then I have rhinestone ones.
Sounds good.
And then I have Mickey. I already have my Halloween live stream planned, and I got special Mickey Mouse ears.
No way.
And it goes with a Disney set that came out recently. Hint, hint, little set. They match, and it's my favorite ride at Disney World. Except their version isn't the Disney World version; it's the other version. Which some people, I don't know. I don't know if people in the UK or Europe would know that there's different versions of rides between Disneyland and Disney World, but there are.
No idea. I watch Top Pops. Do you watch Top Pops? Do you?
I've subscribed, but I haven't watched a video yet.
Oh, really? You'd love it. Like he spent about a week or two in Disney World, I think it was. One of them anyway. But he went on every ride that has a pop to go with it. So he went on. Oh, I can't even think of it.
Pretty much all the rides.
He's insane. But some of the pops weren't available because they may have sold out or whatever, so he didn't manage to get all of them. But yeah, he's so like some of them. Let's say the teacups. So he went to the teacups, and then he went to get one of the pops that had the teacups. We went around the whole place and he did it. But yeah, he's himself and Emily would be the two from M-Source that like I see the rides from, because we've got Disneyland Europe, which is in Paris, but like we're not going to go there all the time because it's a bit far away. So I've never experienced a Disneyland / World ever.
Oh, sigh.
I know.
Oh my God, you're so deprived.
I'm totally deprived.
You gotta go. Like just one time, even though Paris is far away, like you just gotta go. Or just come over here and go to Disney World.
We'd love to.
Except don't come during the rainy months because you will, A, it is very hot, and B, it'll be like sunshine, and then just like that, it's complete downpour. You think you're going to drown just from the rain. Because we've gone a couple of times during the rainy season in Florida, and we were like, why did we do that when we know better? Well, the first time we didn't know better. But the second time,
I didn't even know there was a rainy season in Florida. I know there's a hurricane season.
Yeah, it kind of The end of the rain season is around the beginning of the hurricane season, weirdly. So it's like July through September is like the rainy season. I think that's right. In Florida. But ideally, I'll tell you when the best time to go to Disney World is in Florida. January, February, or March. Because it's in the 70s, it's cooler, and it's not raining.
Well, that's not bad.
And I don't know what the 70s are in Celsius, but it's comfortable. It's my comfortable.
30-ish or something, yeah. Doesn't sound too bad.
Yeah, it's comfortable. Like for me, if it starts to get up into the 80s, I'm out.
Yeah, no.
I'm out. And if it's in the 90s or the hundreds, you don't want to be around me. No, you don't want to be around me because I get really, really angry and like mad. It's bad. It's really bad. Let's see here. Let me catch up on these comments. So Redmond said, found a handful of Cybermen. That's right, Cybermen, not cyborgs. On eBay for a good deal. Very useful for the story I was doing at the time. That's awesome. Who are cyborgs? Cyborgs is Star Trek. And yeah, I know about Star Trek. I'm a geek. I'm a big geek. I grew up watching, like, I've watched from the very first Doctor up through Peter Capaldi, but then like other stuff came up and I got interested in other stuff. So I haven't watched Doctor Who since Peter Capaldi, but I am a fan. I need to catch up. But then my husband complains that I watch too much TV. Whatever. Let's see here. And Oldenorf, I used to watch Doctor Who until Matt Smith left and never watched any since then. It's still good after Matt Smith left, Oldendorf. I promise. It's still good. I liked it. Yeah, and and Matt Smith is in the prequel for Game of Thrones, Reign of Dragons. Reign of Fire.
Oh, is he? I haven't watched it yet.
Yes, he is. He is the brother to the king. So the king is Viserys, and he plays the brother Daemon.
Right.
And so far, like, it does start off, I will say, it does start off a little slow, but I actually like it. I think it's good. And, like, you pick up on the fact that, like, Daenerys named one of the dragons Viserys. And it's like, oh, that's where she got it from, or stuff like that.
Yes.
And, like, you see little Easter eggs from Game of Thrones. I'm just like, oh. So yeah,
there's a few new things that have started. All right, there's that, and then there's the new Lord of the Rings show, and then there's all the Marvel
watching
stuff
that.
As well.
See, I'm a geek. I love Lord of the Rings. I haven't watched all of the Hobbits because I really just love Lord of the Rings. Like, I love it. And like, if I want to be productive and like cleaning around the house, I have to put on Lord of the Rings because I know it so well that I can recite it while I'm cleaning and it's in the background.
I do that with the Big Bang Theory. Whenever I'm doing stuff, I put the Big Bang Theory on.
I love the Big Bang Theory.
My favorite show.
That is probably my favorite sitcom of all time. That's actually Sheldon, my cat. We named him. His name is actually Sheldon Cooper.
That's hilarious.
And then my last name. Because we named him after Sheldon. And actually, my husband wanted to name him Bazinga. But I have a rule. But Bazinga would have been the perfect name for him. But I have this one rule that I picked up from my dad when it comes to naming cats. Right. If the cat gets outside, do you really want to be running around the neighborhood yelling, "Here, Bazinga"?
Bazinga.
I was like, that's a good rule. Because apparently, so when I was growing up, my mom had a cat named Biscuit. I'm like, okay. Didn't make any sense because the cat was gray.
Yeah.
Whatever. Well, she wanted to name another cat Gravy. And my dad was like, no. Number one rule when it comes to naming the cats is if like if those two got out, I am not running around the neighborhood yelling, "Here, biscuit and gravy! Here, biscuit, here, gravy!"
You're like, "The person is so strange."
Well, and they already thought that my family was strange, but that's a whole other story. Whole nother story.
Oh
But
God.
we are strange though, so. Okay, come on, mouse. Let's work. Is it a Psy raid if I see one of Psy O'Connor's IG posts? Hello, everyone. Hi, Zizu.
Hey, Zizu.
Let's see here. King Oldendorf. That's unfortunate. The Doctor after Matt Smith is fantastic. I think the Doctor after Matt Smith is Peter Capaldi. Shit, it's been a while since I've watched. I think it is.
Who was what was the first guy's name with the? We have a leather jacket, didn't he?
Yeah, that was Christopher Eggleston.
Yeah.
Which, oh my God, I really liked him. I was mad that
I didn't at the start, and then I got to like him. When I got to like him, he obviously the Doctor changed. I was like, oh, for God's sake.
Yeah.
But then after him was the other Scottish guy, wasn't it?
It was oh crap.
I can't remember.
And I know it was the one with the big hair. And he's been in a ton of other stuff.
Wasn't he in? He was in. I can't even remember that name either. He was in a Marvel show as well. Jessica Jones. Wasn't he in Jessica Jones?
He was in Jessica Jones,
yeah,
and he was in Harry Potter.
David Tennant, Zizu says. Yeah, it was. He was.
Yeah, David Tennant.
Ironically, my favorite Doctor Who, but like,
he's my favorite Doctor too.
He was the best. I thought he was really good.
Yeah, he was my favorite. He is definitely my favorite. Growing up, I had a different one that was my favorite. It was the one that drove the little yellow car, and he had like this roughly lace thing that he wore. It was like an older Doctor, and he had a cape, and I can't remember which one he was.
Mr. Bean.
I've watched Mr. Bean. Mr. Bean's hilarious. And King Oldendorf is saying hi to Zizu. See how far behind I am on this? Good Lord. I stopped watching Doc Who due to timing and not a fan of Peter, really. Peter was okay. Like, he was pretty good. He wasn't the best, but he was good. I didn't like Peter Capaldi at first, but he really grew on me.
Me too.
Yeah, I liked him. He grew on me. I didn't like him, like, at first, and then he grew on me. Especially with Clara. Yeah.
Clara.
I love Clara. Oh my God. She's awesome. Yeah. And that actress, she is so good. And let's see here. And you said hi. People are saying hi. Let's see here. Zisu said something. I want to say Disneyland or World are trash, but I've never been and can't make accurately. Yeah, no making assumptions. And I've never been to Disneyland, so I can't say anything about Disneyland, except I do know that A, it's one land. Disney World consists of 4. So right there, it automatically makes it better for me. And they have Animal Kingdom. That one is, I like the Magic Kingdom, and I like Animal Kingdom equally well because I love animals. Yeah. So I recommend going to both. I should give it a try. Yes. Doctor Who set is one of my absolute fave sets. After I built it, well, okay, as soon as I knew it existed, I was like, oh, I need to have that set. Yeah. And now it's probably the one that I built the soonest after I bought it. And I love it. I love building it. I keep it out. I don't let it get dusty. I've been told I've been to Disneyland, but I have no memory of being there, and I'm too old to enjoy myself in Disneyland. You're never too old to enjoy Disneyland. Never. Matt Smith is killing it in the House of Dragons. Yeah, he really is. It's so good. Sai, you have to go watch it. You have to go watch it.
Yeah, I've recorded them.
Well, I couldn't believe we actually missed Sundays and we didn't watch it until Wednesday. I couldn't believe that. I was like, we didn't watch it. Let's see here. And Zizou says, large crowds stress me out. I agree with you there. I've only been to a few amusement parks. I am not a people-y person. I am really not a crowd person. I hate crowds. Absolutely hate them. Oh. Let's see here. House of Dragon is too corny. Okay. Nope. Moving on. Thank you, Zizou. Thank you. We're going to skip over Odendorf there for a little bit. Yes to both Christopher E. and Peter C. being after Matt Smith. Okay, so we were right about that. Yay. Okay. David Tennant was Jessica in Jessica Jones. He was good as that character in Jessica Jones. I don't remember what his
I think it was called Kilgrave. Yeah, he was really good. Yeah,
that's what it was.
When Jessica told us what he had done, it was like, wow, that is like so dark and nasty. Like it was like, ooh, put a different twist on the show.
Yeah, because I loved the Jessica Jones series. I thought it was really cool. And I like anything where it's like a woman with power. I like that. I was just like, okay. And then they brought him in, and I was just like, holy crap! What?
He was evil, yeah.
Oh. Ninth Doctor was my doctor, and I was so frustrated when the 10th Doctor spent his first episode asleep. Oh, am I actually catching up? Oh, I just kicked a kitty. Sorry, kitty. Sorry. Hi, Penelope. It was a very light kick. Don't worry, anybody. It was just a little cat.
No cats were harmed in the making of this live stream.
Yeah, no cats were harmed in the making of this live stream. The 12th Doctor eventually took the spot as my doctor. The mini Disney castle set is great. I haven't built mine yet. And actually, I have 3 pairs of Mickey ears now. Well, Mickey/Minnie. And one of my mini ears is the 50th anniversary mini ears to go with the Disney Castle mini build, because that's the 50th anniversary. So whenever I do build that, I'm going to wear those ears, which they're all sparkly. I have them right here. I have to show them now. If I can reach them. They're so sparkly.
Oh my God, they're awesome.
I love them.
They're so cool.
And then I have a pair of Cruella de Vil inspired ears. I should have gotten the Maleficent ones instead, but I didn't. I could only get one. I am dying for a fast... What? Jenny and Strax from Doctor Who spinoff. It would be so... That must be after I watched, or I just don't remember.
I think Zizou wants a spin-off with the Minute. There was a spin-off. There was a Doctor Who spin-off. I can't remember what it was called. And I think it was set in America, or there were Americans in it. But there was a Doctor Who spin-off. I didn't really get into it. Yeah. I watched a few episodes, and then I think I just forgot about it.
I guess I'm going to have to look this up, because I don't remember any Americans.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Anzisu says, I'm fatally attracted to powerful train wreck women, so love Jessica Jones.
Did you know that there was a girl in it that Jessica was trying to protect? She had blonde hair, but she actually is the actress that plays Starlight in The Boys, if you've ever watched The Boys.
I haven't watched The Boys.
Because I was watching The Boys and said to myself, I know her face from somewhere. So I had to look her up, and then I was like, she was in Jessica Jones, and I was like, but the blonde girl in Jessica Jones is Jessica Jones' sister, and that's not her. So then I figured out that it was one of the victims, Kilgrave's victims. But it's mad, like, because I like shows where the characters in it aren't recognizable to me, because I mean, apart from Samuel L. Jackson, I think he's just brilliant in anything he does, and I think the way he makes his characters, you forget who he was in the last thing he's done, you know. But then there's some people
until he drops the F-bomb. As soon as he drops an F-bomb, you remember it's him. You're like, okay.
But then there's some actors and actresses, and you're just like, oh my god, it's the same person. Oh, you're just the same in everything. It can be annoying.
Yeah, you know that somebody's good if
torturous,
you
that's it.
watch them over and over in other things and you don't realize who they are at first. Because even with Reign of Dragons, even with watching the previews for Matt Smith's character, I was like, who is that actor? He looks familiar. I feel like I should recognize him.
Yeah.
But until I actually like Googled it, I was like, what?
Yeah.
And like his character in Reign of Dragons is completely different from the Doctor.
See, that's a good skill.
You would never even think that it was the same actor unless you like took away the hair. Because his hair is long and blonde, and I was just like, which that's probably what threw me off. And like, he's even built differently. Like, he's more athletic, and like he has muscles, and I don't remember him having muscles.
That is so weird, yeah.
And I was just like, and like he does like action moves, like legit, and I'm like,
that's
what?
Mad.
What? Especially in the last episode, I was like, are you? No, you are not Matt Smith. Yeah, I was just like, what? Let me see here. I'm gonna, you mean bling watching. Okay, binge watching Ghost Adventure at the moment with 24 season to watch. Ghost hunting is fun. I do like Ghost Adventure.
That's I don't know show. That. Did they Ghost Hunters kind of?
So it is. Wait, am I thinking of the right one? Yeah, I'm thinking of the right one. So it is a group that goes around to real places that are supposedly haunted, and they try to catch evidence. And so there used to be Ghost Hunters. I think that one's still on, but I'm not sure. And then there's Ghost Adventurer. And then like some stuff happened with Ghost Hunters. I used to like Ghost Hunters, but I don't anymore. They start having drama, and it was just weird. I'm just like, no, I don't have time for drama. I got enough drama, whatever. And oh yeah, by the way, this is how far I've gotten.
You will not get far hosting and building, I promise you.
Yeah, I know. I've done build streams before, and I don't get that far because I'm.
You see me and Greg do the backlog. We don't get anywhere.
Yeah, but I like Ghost Adventures because their reactions are more real.
Yeah,
and I feel like the places that they go, like there was some whatever. There was like some drama or like, what is it? My brain is blanking out today. Just FYI, I'll forget words today. But like, there was not drama. What's the word? Like with Ghost Hunters, they were saying that someplace like this evidence that they caught was real, and it wasn't real. Whatever that was.
Oh, right, I get you. Yeah, like
it was fake. Like some of it was fake. Not all of it was. But some of it was coming up that it was potentially fake. Yeah. And Ghost Adventures has, as far as I've known, they have never been accused of that. And Zach Bagans is the main Ghost Hunter guy, Ghost Adventure guy. He's the host of the show or investigator, whatever. And he actually opened up a museum in Las Vegas because he lives in Las Vegas. Yeah. And like he's been collecting things from like the different places. Like he's bought like haunted objects and stuff that is supposedly haunted. He has Jack Kevorkian's death van. He's got haunted dolls, and he is scared to death of dolls, like or clowns, or is it clown dolls, or is it both? Something like that. And like one time, I know clowns is part, and I think dolls is another one. So I think the two together, he must be like completely paralyzed. But he like, and like Zach Bagans is like this big muscular guy, and you're like, he's tough. Nothing's gonna scare him. Like he's, you put him at a clown. They went to a place that was like a clown motel in the middle of a desert somewhere. I actually thought it was funny to watch him like freaking out about like these clown dolls that were everywhere. And I was like, you know what though? I don't have a problem with clowns, but a whole bunch of clown dolls, and some of them are like old and decrepit, and I'm like, I can't blame you on that one. Those look creepy.
Oh, yeah,
I
that
would
would
not.
scare me.
And seeing them in night vision, I'm like, ew, nasty.
That's even
nasty.
worse.
Oh yeah, and like I don't like old dolls. Like I don't like old dolls and like decrepit dolls. So like I will never watch Annabelle because even the commercials and the trailers for Annabelle freaked me out.
Yeah.
And I'm like, nope.
Yeah.
Torchwood.
Yeah.
I know about it.
And
I know about Captain Jack Harness because he shows up in Doctor Who. But I've never watched Torchwood.
As a regular, he was a judge on a show here called Dancing on Ice, and basically it's celebrities doing dance. I don't know if I froze there. He was a judge on a show called Dancing on Ice. The guy who plays Jack, I can't remember his real name, but he's so funny. Like he is really, really funny. Like as a normal, regular person. But I loved that character in Doctor Who.
Yeah, I like the character in Doctor Who. I just never got around to watching Torchwood because I think I was watching so many other things at the time that, and like I think that's part of the thing. Like I was watching so many things that like I had to like start getting rid of stuff. So like one of my guilty pleasures was Real Housewives of Atlanta. But I had to stop because I was like, first of all, y'all getting out of hand. And I can't anymore. So I should pick up Doctor Who again since I'm so far behind on that.
Yeah.
I really should. Doctor Who, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Vastra is the lizard-like lady. Don't remember. Married to Jenny. Strax is a companion and is a... Can't pronounce that. And they are in a few episodes with Peter Capaldi.
Right.
Don't remember. There was also the Sarah Jane Adventures. I do remember watching the ones where they brought Sarah Jane back and K9.
Yeah.
When they brought K9 back, oh my god, I was so happy.
I forgot
and
that
then they took them away.
I know.
It was so sad when they took K9 away.
There's a dimension set with K9 in it as well. Or is that one? No, it's not.
Yeah, there is one. There is a K9 build in one of the dimension sets.
It's the one with the small TARDIS, isn't it? And Peter Capaldi. I think it's a story. So. It's the story level, yeah.
I think so. But yeah. So when I was really little, I actually did go to a Doctor Who convention.
No way.
Yeah. And I got a K9 poster. I got a little laminated K9 poster. I was so happy. Because K9 was my favorite when I was little. Yeah. That was fun. I also went to a car show when I was little. Because I used to love Knight Rider. And my parents took me to a car show that had Kit.
No
and
way.
Somewhere there is a picture of me sitting in Kit.
That's
and
awesome.
It's not it was one of the kits that was used in the movie, or in the show, not like one of the ones that they just made up for whatever random reason.
Some
it was
guy
a real one.
Made one. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. I was like, I was tiny. I had to have been like 5. I was little. Yeah. I don't know where that picture is. It's a little Polaroid. Torchwood was good. I will check it out. Hopefully I can find it still. Ghost Hunter was dead and they back with limited episodes and disappear with no word of return yet. I have noticed that. And like, I don't know where. Oh, Ghost Hunter. Yeah, Ghost Hunter. They just went all weird on me and I just couldn't. Because like there used to be 2 main hosts. I can't remember their names. And then something happened between the 2 of them. And so they split up and the one left the show. And then, like, a couple years later, he came back with his own show on a different network, but in the same time slot. And he actually sued the other guy for, so like they were called taps because they were both plumbers.
Right.
And he actually sued the other guy for the name because he was the one who came up with the name.
No way.
So he couldn't use, it was like the Atlantic Paranormal Society. And I was just like, wow, okay. So there was some kind of drama. Like, I think they opened up a hotel or something together. I don't even know. It was
A
weird.
haunted hotel.
It wasn't even a haunted one. That's the crazy
Come
thing. Or maybe
on.
they, wait, maybe it
that's why
was
he
one of
bought
the places
haunted
they
dolls.
investigate.
He
No, that
bought
was
the
Zach
haunted dolls.
Bagans.
Ah,
That
right.
was Zach
Okay.
Bagans. That's a different show. You should, if you like spooky stuff and you like real ghost stuff, you should watch Ghost Adventures if you can find it. Which I'm guessing if Oldendorf is watching it, you probably can find it.
Yeah, I don't know. There's one or two that I've seen just flicking through the channels, and they just get a little bit too scary sometimes, so I have to turn them off. I can't even. I don't know what's happening as I get older. I can't even watch the Walking Dead at nighttime. I have to watch it in the daytime.
What is wrong with you, Sai?
I know.
kidding.
I used to be
I'm
mad
kidding.
into like scary things, but it's like, oh no.
Oh, I think it's hilarious. Like, I can watch The Walking Dead and I can eat food all at the same time. It does not bother me. But I swear to God, like, if you come up to me and you got pus coming out of you, I'm like, you need to get away from me right now. Nope, bye.
Get
like,
away.
I don't do well with the actual, no. But, like, I know the stuff on the screen, it's, like, not real, so that helps.
It's not.
But yeah, you should watch Ghost Adventures. It's good. It's good.
I will look it up.
And they're real stuff. And like right now here in the US, the stuff that they're showing is like they're like, I think it's on Saturday nights. They're showing like the episodes are like 2 hours long, but it's just repeats of what they've already done. So I don't know what's going on there. I'm like, I hope they probably ran out of places to go investigate, in all honesty. And they actually they did do an international for a while. They did do some, like, they did international for like I think it was one season. It may have been two seasons. I can't remember. And they were over. They went, I don't remember if it was Ireland, Scotland, or the UK, or all three. I don't remember, but they were over there. Like, they were in the general, like, you know, that general.
It's a good place to find ghosts.
I know. I used to watch, so a long time ago, I used to watch another show, and I don't remember what it was called, but then they ended up just being so fake. And it was a UK-based show, and I was just like, you sound fake, your reactions are fake, it just all looks fake.
I think that's the one I've seen, and it was blatantly like, or a door would close, and they'd be like, "Oh my god, did you see that? And I've got a spike," and it's like, "Oh, come on!" The producer closed the door, or come on.
Yeah, and like, well, the host, the one that I'm thinking of, it was a blonde lady.
Yeah, that's the one I saw.
Yeah, and I just like I watched it for a little while, and I was like, "No, man, this is just fake." Like, you should be able to catch a lot of real stuff in Europe or any of the older, like the more, the older countries, like, because we're fairly young country overall. I'm like, you should be able to find a lot of stuff. Actually,
exactly.
we are, but we aren't a fairly young country.
Yeah, I suppose they should be able to find. I mean, I think that's a good point, because they always seem to find, like, white people. I've never heard of them finding like a ghost of an indigenous person. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
Or in the UK, they would have had, like, unfortunately, they would have had slaves way back then. So you never hear of like an
Well,
African ghost? You know, would they think
well,
that's
here
a
you
little bit
hear
too
about like
exciting?
slave ghosts, and
Yeah.
because of slavery, and so like they do report those. Thank God, otherwise I would just have so many problems. And then, but like they do talk about the Native Americans sometimes, but it's only if they focus the show on that.
Right. Right.
Because but I don't feel like Zach Bagans is that type of person that would only be like reporting on just like white ghosts. I feel like
Yeah.
he's more like he'll report on if it's a ghost, he don't care. So
And what about
he
animal
did one.
ghosts? Did they ever find animal ghosts? Like a horse?
You know, I think actually, which I thought I saw somebody say something in the chat about oh, Ghost Adventure got 2 episodes in Ireland if Sai is interested in watching. I think I think that's what well, they did do some in the UK too, because they did something about some London underground thing, and then there's like
Right.
some secret society that like was it Benjamin Franklin was supposedly a member of, and it was like this really dark society. I can't remember the name of it because it's been a while since I've watched it. But I feel like they've reported like hearing growling and stuff like that, but they've never actually said like it's a dog or it's a
Yeah.
wolf or it's a whatever.
A werewolf.
But a werewolf. Now, I will tell you, because I do believe in ghosts, obviously, so I'm watching this stuff. I have experienced ghost stuff, like for real, and I
Yeah.
do believe that animals can be ghosts because I experienced it.
No way.
Yeah, so I had a cat growing up named Patches. She was a fat calico. And I had her from like grade school until my senior year of high school. She died like the week before or the week after. No, she died the week before my birthday.
Oh God.
And yeah, I was so upset. Oh my God, I was so upset. And so whenever I studied, like the entire time that I had her, whenever I would study, I always studied on my bed in my bedroom. And she would jump up onto my bed and she would lay down with me. And like we had growing up in my house, we had lots of cats,
Yeah.
which is why like for me having 4 cats is not a big deal. I think we would have as many as like 5 or 6 cats.
There's a cat.
Is there?
Yeah. Just walk
Oh,
past.
it's Penelope. She's going. So there's a cat tower right here that you can only see this little corner of, and this is the top of it. And she just went into the little cubby hole down there. But so Patches had a certain way, like you could tell without looking, you could tell when Patches jumped up on my bed just because she was so big and like how she had to jump because she was so fat. So I want to say it was probably a week or 2 after she passed. I was on my bed and I was studying.
Yeah.
And my bed moved. And it was
Oh
the
my God.
exact same way that the bed would move when Patches would jump up on my bed. And then I could see her little foot paws walking over the comforter and then
Wow.
making her little circle and then laying down. And there was actually an indentation in the comforter from where she was laying down.
No way.
Yep. And then it faded away. And that was like the last time that I like ever saw her, felt her.
It was like a goodbye.
Yeah. It was like she was saying goodbye.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's crazy. I used to have a cat, all black, and his name was Alan.
Alan.
Alan,
My
yeah.
next door neighbor that did my roof, his name is Alan. And he looks like Mark Twain.
No way. That's
Yeah.
hilarious.
And he actually, So like where I live, we used to have this thing, I forget what it was called now, but it would have the old steam river boats with like the paddles and
Yeah, yeah,
everything,
yeah.
like those big turning paddles.
Wow.
And he would always, they would hire him to play Mark Twain at this festival because he looked that much like Mark Twain.
Brilliant.
And he actually officiated my wedding too.
No way.
Not dressed as Mark Twain.
Ah.
Because I was not about to app that. I was like, no, I want Alan to do it, but like, you know, as Alan, not as Mark Twain.
Does he have a Mark Twain accent?
I don't know. I don't know what a Mark Twain accent would sound like.
I think it's kind of down south accent, isn't it?
Probably. So
well, he wasn't. On Star Trek, he had a down south accent.
Yeah.
Do you remember?
I don't know.
Do you remember when Guinan? I think it was the first time Guinan was in Star Trek, and there was Mark Twain there, and although he was using his other name, Clemens or whatever it is, but
yeah,
I think it was Times Arrow where Data's head got left in the past.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no. He's got the same kind of accent as me. He sounds like me.
That would do.
Ohio.
That would do for a good wedding.
Boring Ohio accent. I was just like, you are not allowed to wear a white suit so that you don't look like Mark Twain.
People be like, hey, I see you got Mark Twain to do the wedding. No. That's Alan from next door.
Yeah, that's Alan, my family friend, neighbor person. Because he lives next door to my parents who live in the same house still that I grew up in.
That's good.
Yeah, so he's like my family. He's like our family friend. And actually, his mother's birthday, it was the same day as my birthday.
No way.
Yeah. And she was such an awesome person. I loved her. Let's see. Catch up on the chat again. Ghost International was canned due to travel costs as they cost over $500,000 before costs to film the location. Oh, wow. See, I would have thought that they got... So one of the guys, Aaron, who is one of the other investigators, he is scared to death of heights. So I would have thought that would have been the reason because he probably wouldn't have wanted to get on a plane. Which actually, I don't think he did do any of the international ones now that I think about it.
That's mad.
But yeah. I can't believe it cost that much. Actually, I can. Never mind.
What we're doing, I'm kind of coaching FabBlondies here, so you should take a moment now to remind everybody to hit the like button and subscribe if you're new around here. And
I actually have a ticker to do that. I forgot to click it. Yeah, pounce on that like button if you're enjoying the stream. Yes, the scream. If you're enjoying the stream.
Scream.
I would have Penelope come up here and like do a little pounce, but I can't wake her up. She fell asleep already. And there's nobody else in here with me.
No, all alone. Oh wait. No, I thought I saw a head. I didn't.
No, there's nobody. If Sheldon would come in, that would be fun. Then you could see how big Sheldon is because he's massive.
Once you're not in the spot, it'd be okay.
Once
you're not in his spot, you're okay.
Oh, I'm not in his spot. He actually so there's a desk over here that you guys can't see. It's where I actually do my nails or when I film like my haul videos and stuff.
Yeah.
He actually loves to just lay on that desk.
Oh, that's so cute.
And I was hoping like if I'm working here, he'll come and lay on the desk. I was hoping that Easton would come in because I'm listening through headphones. And he's more likely to come in if he can't hear anybody else.
All right.
Because he doesn't like other people. Well, none of my cats really like other people. They pretty much just only like us. They're like scaredy cats. Yeah. So I was hoping he might come in because that would be really fun if he came in. But we'll see. We still got, what time is it? Still got an hour, so he might. Who knows?
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. You might be able to see Easton. He's the hardest one to find or get. I mean, I could just like go grab somebody, but I don't want to wake anybody up because they're probably all asleep right now. let's see. Oldendorf said they did film an animal ghost once, which is Ghost Dog and Cat. I know one time, or for one season, the last season that I remember Zach filming Ghost Adventures, he actually brought a dog along. Like he was bringing a dog because a lot of people think that dogs and cats can sense ghosts.
Yeah.
Which I do believe. I do
Yeah.
believe that. So, I mean, that was pretty cool. It was a cute dog too. I'm not a dog person. I'm a cat person. Duh.
Yeah.
But I do like dogs. I just don't know my breeds. Like I just know some, and that's it.
Yeah.
Lotus Hall in Ireland.
I don't know.
Oh yeah. I don't know where that is. Yeah.
I'll look it up.
I do. I think I remember that one. I remember one was at like this. There's like this one guy. He was like out in the middle of the country. And I don't know what Ireland is like. I don't know. Like, I feel like, okay, this is my impression as an American who's never been outside of America. I feel like it's like there's Dublin is like the main city. And then there's like a bunch of other like really small cities. And then like maybe some like little towns. And then it's like more like farms outside of that. That's what I feel like it's like.
Yeah, not far off. Yeah, so Dublin is the capital city, and then you've got some other cities as well, like Cork and Galway, and then pretty much there's the countryside. But like there's obviously it would be like when I see Florida, like when I see Ryan driving around Florida, it's like that here without the sunshine and the palm trees. So like we'd have big shopping centers and football stadiums, and major motorways and stuff like that. So it's exactly the same as like anywhere, but we do have more. I feel we've more greenery and countryside still.
That's what I've always felt like, because I do watch a lot of like I have BritBox and I have Acorn TV, and those are, I don't know if you guys have them because why would you need them? They stream UK
Stations.
TV shows. Yeah, and we get some Irish ones too. We get some we get some shows from Ireland too. Cuz I watched, what did I watch? So I watched Line of Duty, which was awesome. Oh my god, that was so good. And Adrian Durbin is an amazing actor. Like, holy crap. I've
never seen this.
Oh, you haven't seen Line of Duty. Okay, I like crime shows. I love crime shows.
Right.
So you gotta like crime shows. But I love crime shows. It's really good. I highly recommend it. But so I got frustrated with that because at first I just had BritBox.
Yeah.
And I was watching Line of Duty, and like I will binge watch. So like I'll watch it, like I'll get off work, watch some YouTube, and then I will just watch whatever show it is I'm watching until it's time for me to like go to bed, or until I decide to like give my husband the hi Noleg.
I think this is ET. Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
Good.
So
Good to see you.
Say hi, FabBlondies.
Hi, FabBlondies.
Yeah. Down there, she has a cat, and he's asleep, or she's asleep.
She's asleep. She is really passed out too.
Conte.
Hmm?
Yeah, Conte. Say hi to Zizou.
Hi, Zizou.
And say hi to Oldendorf.
Hi, Oldendorf.
I think your mommy's watching as well. Say hi, mommy.
Hi, Mommy.
Say hi to Redmond.
Hi, Redmond.
Yeah. And there's other people watching, but they're lurking.
Mm.
Yeah, lurking.
Say hi to the lurkers.
Hi, lurkers.
Hi, lurkers.
Are you cold or? Oh, there he is. Look at there he is.
There he is.
Mm.
Look at you.
It's not even cold, and he has one of these blankets with sleeves in them. Well, I don't know where the sleeves are.
Oh, yeah. They're hiding. There you go.
You're crazy, boy.
I have no arms.
No arms.
No.
No arms. Oh, no.
No.
How are you going to play video games without any arms?
Mm-hmm.
I guess you're not going to play any
Could use your
video
face.
games.
Okay, say goodbye.
Bye.
Smell you
Bye.
later.
See you later.
He is so cute.
He is a cute boy.
I'm full. My tummy hurts.
Why, you hungry?
No, I'm full.
Okay. See you later.
Bye.
Bye. He said his tummy's full. He had his dinner. What did you have
Aw.
for dinner? Come back and tell us what you had for dinner. What did you have for dinner?
Chicken gravy stuffing?
Chicken and gravy and stuffing.
Yeah.
Yum.
Yeah, he
That sounds
loves
good.
roast chicken.
I know he
I love
tasks.
all chicken.
And you love fajitas, yeah.
Oh,
Okay,
fajitas
see
are
you.
good.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
So funny.
So was he excited when he got to go to the Lego store? Is he into Lego like you are?
Yeah, were you excited? He was excited, yeah. Yeah, he's into Lego, but his room is a bit of a mess, so he can't actually put much of his stuff on display. Bye.
Bye.
He's watching me going, ugh. Yeah, no, he was excited. We were all excited because, like, obviously, Katie has grown up building Lego, and Nullig is into Lego as well. And yes, so when we told them we were going in on the pre-opening day, the day beforehand, they were kind of like, "Yay!" And I was like, "Oh, you guys can't go," and they were like, "Boo!" So yes, so we went the next day on opening day, and it was brilliant. We were quite excited. Nullig got some minifigures, and Katie got some minifigures as well. And we were like, Lorraine was saying to Nullig, why don't you get your name on the torso? Because there's a minifigure factory that they print the names on. And he got Fortnite on one side, and I think he got Roblox or something on the other. And we're like, ugh. But it's there all the time, so he can get whatever he wants when he goes back.
See, my store is so small that we will probably never get the minifigure factory.
Yeah.
Because I think my store is probably the same size as the first floor of your store.
Oh, really?
If I had to guess, yeah. Like, it's small.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you're big enough that you should have, like, you're busy enough that you should have a bigger store. And I told them that. I was like, you need a bigger store.
Yeah. I think sometimes they underestimate how busy a store is going to be. Well, there's 120 in America, or 121 in America, as far as I know. And this is our first one. And I think they're going to have to go up to the next few levels in our store, because they're still using a wristband system, and it's open nearly a month. You know, the 18th will be a month.
Yeah. See, so like I went to the store. When did I go to the store? I went on Saturday. I don't know. I went on a Saturday not too long ago. It was, not too long ago. And I had to stand in line. That's Easton behind me. That's Easton.
Oh,
wait. There we go.
Kitty cat.
Hold on.
Oh, I got a reaction.
Let me see if I can get him. Easton. Come here, Easton. Aw.
He's like, nope.
Easton. Come here. No, wait, he's coming back. Easton. Good boy.
I forgot the cat can't hear me.
Yeah, they can't hear you. Oh, he wouldn't come in here if he could hear you. I think he knows I want to pick him up, so he won't, like, let me. Come here, Easton. Come here. But he is good. He'll come to me, but he won't come to my husband.
No way.
Yeah, he will not come to me. Or come to my husband. He'll only come to me. Nope. Okay, he's not going to come. He won't let me pick him up right now.
Oh, God. So funny.
But, so cats pick their humans. It's not that we pick them. They pick their humans. So, baby girl, yes, her name really is baby girl. She picked me. And then baby girl is cats can be territorial about their humans. And she's very territorial about me. So when we got Sheldon, and she doesn't like other cats, by the way. She hates other cats. So when we got Sheldon picked my husband because he couldn't pick me. And then we got Penelope and Easton at the same time. And for the longest time, Penelope hadn't picked anybody, but Easton had picked me pretty much right away. So, and Mike was kind of sad because Easton was borderline feral when we got him, and him and Penelope, I am convinced they are boyfriend and girlfriend. I'm convinced because they act like it. And oh, I thought I saw him in the background for a second. And I was giving Easton I was giving him more attention to like get him used to us and realize that we're okay and like it's cool. And so he ended up picking me to be his main human, but my husband was hoping that he would pick him.
Yeah.
So that way it would be like the boys are together and then the girls are together.
Yeah.
But I think Penelope is kind of like more him, but also me all at the same time. So she's equal opportunity.
Yes.
But at the same time, baby girl is equal opportunity too. Especially when it comes to loves, because she loves loves.
When I got my cat was a kitten, so Alan didn't really have a choice in who to pick. But when I brought Alan home, they put him down on the ground and he had a look around and then he ran up the chimney. And I was like, oh, for God's sake. So, yeah, he was up the chimney for about 3 days. I had to leave food on the floor and try and wait for him to come down. So obviously I had to go to work. So every time I came home from work, the food was gone and he went back up the chimney. So when he eventually came, he was down one day, but he was up on top of the curtains. So like I was like, okay, well, so I blocked up the chimney so he wouldn't go up there, and I said, okay, he'll obviously come down from the curtains at some stage. And during the night, he obviously did because he went in behind the presses, the cupboards, I think you call them in America. So where the food is, he went in somehow behind the washing machine and up behind this board. And I was like, oh my God. And I could hear him meowing. Yeah, yeah. I was like, that's your fault. So I had to leave food out for him again. And then eventually I caught him eating. And then I had to fill up the hole there as well. And then he copped on. But he was a lunatic. He was mad. And because it snows here, obviously. But the first time he ever saw the snow, let him out to go to the toilet, whatever, go for a walk. And it was so cold, his little paws, he was just like, oh, oh, oh. You could see him kind of prancing around the place. And then he ran into the house. Yeah.
That's funny. See, we don't let our cats outside because we have too many predators. Plus, we just like to keep them safe because even humans can be predators to cats.
Yeah. Yep.
Because, so I used to have a cat named Rusty. And Rusty, he was a neighborhood cat. And it was like, we got him right after I got out of high school. And I grew up in a not great neighborhood. And so, people in my neighborhood would, give drugs and alcohol to stray animals to see what would happen and have a laugh. Yeah. And by the time we took, my mom had started giving Rusty food to whatever. She just liked him. And I mean, he was such a gorgeous cat. Oh my God, he was gorgeous. And my dad said I couldn't have any cats. We couldn't have any more cats. And so, but my dad saw how much that I really liked Rusty because I would go out and Rusty would come and sit on my lap, even though he was an outdoor cat. And so we finally caught him. And after we had him for a while and we saw him doing these weird things and he was just, for a cat, he was stupid. I mean, legit stupid. It took him forever to learn his name. Usually cats can pick up on it pretty quickly. Yeah. It took him forever to learn his name. And one time, because I was living with my parents, one time I went to Myrtle Beach for a weekend. When I got back, Rusty straight looked at me like, who are you?
Oh my God.
And it took him a day or two to finally realize, oh yeah, you're my human. He's that stupid, no joke. So one time when we took him to the vet, we asked our vet about it. He's not smart and he does this and he does that. And you could just see his eyes just glaze over and we asked the vet, and they were like, it sounds like he was probably given drugs and alcohol, and that's how a cat will react after being given drugs and
Wow.
alcohol. I was just like, that is so horrible. Like, I'm so happy we took him in, because I couldn't imagine being treated like that.
That is nasty, yeah.
Yeah, like, I grew up in it was not a good neighborhood at all. It was bad. Here we call them ghettos here. I don't know what you guys call them over there. We call them ghettos.
You see, the thing about America and what I've seen in UK and Ireland is we don't have what you guys have. You guys have like all these, a lot of abandoned buildings and homeless people all along the street in certain places. Whereas we don't. Poverty in America is way worse than it is in Europe.
Oh yeah.
We have free healthcare and almost free college and education and everything else. So people don't, like, people who are 25 don't have college debts. They just don't. Like, it's not a thing. If you break your leg in Ireland, you get it fixed for free. In America, you're looking at like 12 grand or 8 grand or something. Like, it's like crazy the difference. I understand how people fall into poverty easily anywhere, but America it seems to be a lot rougher. I mean, we watch kind of house programs, and I can't remember, there was one particular, they used to go to neighborhoods and help people who had their house might be run down, but the woman who owns the house might help the community. She might, like, take in kids or adopt children or whatever, like. But at the kind of big thing about it at the end was move that bus, and the bus would move away and their house would be all.
I know which one you're talking about.
So, like, we watch those, so that's how I know that some people can get really, they can't fix their houses even.
Yeah.
It's diabolical.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. I would love to move to like anywhere in the UK, like UK, Ireland, Scotland. So my husband's family, like ancestral wise, is from Scotland. And like, so I think I told Greg this. I haven't told you this, I don't think. We're thinking about next year if we can save up the money, getting passports and coming over to London.
Oh yeah,
I did tell you.
Yeah.
And he wants to go up to Scotland, to the very tippy top of Scotland, because that's where his family, and there's like a family museum, and he wants to go all the way up there. I'm like, well, I want to go to Dublin to see Cy in the Lego store in Dublin. So I mean, but it was so funny the other day. He was like, so what all do you want to do when we go to London? I was like, I want to do Harry Potter. I want to do this Harry Potter. I want to do this Harry Potter. I want to do the Lego stores. I would definitely have to do the Leicester Square one. I want to do this. I want to do that. I want to do this. I want to do that. And I was like, I don't know why you asked me that, because you know that like my dream is to like move over there.
Yeah.
But I mean, would they give me, if I moved over there, would I get free healthcare? Or would I have to pay for it?
If you moved over, yeah. I mean, even if you came to Ireland, or if anyone comes to Ireland and it wouldn't be free. If you had, you might be like, I don't know, it'd be less than €100 anyway. If you had to stay over in hospital, it's only, I think it's €90 a night. It's like hotel rates, but yeah.
Oh my God, it's insane here to be in a hospital. It's insane.
It's
luckily
just
all of my surgeries have been outpatient.
I mean, if I was in America and I had to go to a hospital and I was paying that much money, I'd want hotel service. I'd want room service and a butler. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I want like a private room with an extra wing.
Oh, and you would not get that. They would laugh at you so hard. So hard. They would be like, you silly Irish person.
Yeah, get back onto your trolley and sit there.
Yeah. You're like, you what? You want what?
Yeah, I mean, obviously you have private healthcare as well here. You do get your own. Yeah. I mean, you whatever you can pay for whatever you want anywhere. So you do get private healthcare as well. You pay for that. It's the whole, you can do the insurance thing that way as well, but it still doesn't cost as much as America.
Yeah.
If I was to move somewhere, I've always said I want to move to Canada. I think it would be quite nice to live there.
I would consider it, except I don't like cold weather.
See, I do.
So like I need a Florida version of the UK. That's what I need.
So
But not as hot as Florida either.
Okay, so Ireland is out of the question. If you're going to move to the UK, you'd probably have to move down to near where Greg is or further south because that's near France and it's warmer there. So where Greg lives is usually warmer than here because we're much northerly and westerly. So if I go that way, I end up in Canada.
Okay.
If I go down that way, it's New York.
Okay.
If I go that way, it's Wales. Because obviously it's an island. So if I go that way, what's that way? Up that way is Iceland, I think. And then if we go down the very end, it's Portugal.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That makes sense. So how far from Dublin are you? Like, it didn't seem like it was that far.
I live in Dublin.
Oh, you do live in Dublin. I didn't know that. I thought you lived outside of Dublin for some reason.
We live in the suburbs of Dublin, so it's about an hour. You see, Lorraine does all the driving in the house. I never learned how to drive because where I used to live growing up, we lived beside a train station. There was bus stop outside, and we used to walk to most places anyway. And then growing up,
it seems like the public transportation in the UK and just Europe in general is way better than in the US.
It seems to be.
Well, at least from where I live, so I live in a city called Cincinnati, Ohio. I don't live in we're not a major city. Yeah. Like, we're not New York size, nowhere near that. So like New York has good public transportation by way of they have public transportation because they got subways. I don't have a subway. There's no subway here. All we have in Cincinnati is public buses.
Yeah.
That you have to pay for. And they're scary.
Yeah.
And that's all we have. No. So downtown into there's a section down by downtown called Over the Rhine, which used to be what we call a ghetto. And so they have gentrified part of it. So now part of it's not a ghetto. Part of it's really bad. Like, you don't go there. If you don't live there, you don't go there. And then there's the gentrified part. And there's it's kind of like a tram that goes between downtown and Over the Rhine. And that's it. That is all we have in Cincinnati for public transportation. If you live in one of the suburbs, you can't even catch it's called the Metro bus here. You can't catch the Metro bus. There is no Metro bus into like the suburbs.
Wow.
So if you live in the suburbs, you have to have a car. And pretty much everybody in Cincinnati, unless you live downtown, and even people in downtown have cars. But if you live in a suburb, you have to have a car.
Forget about it.
So our traffic is horrible. Well, to me, it's horrible. But then, like, you go to other cities and you're like, our traffic is great.
That is true. Lego Loser dropped in to say hello.
I thought I saw her. I thought I did. And I feel bad because I'm supposed to be her Lego mama. Hi, Lego Loser.
Hey.
I adopted her as like my little Lego child because she's young enough to be my child if I had children.
Well, I mean, Lego Loser is a great person and a good member of the community as well. Haven't seen Lego Loser for a while. Yeah.
There's a lot of people, like, from the group where I met Lego Loser, there's been some people that have just, like, disappeared.
Yeah,
and I'm just like, what happened? Because, like, Louis 2x4, he disappeared.
Yep.
And then Brick Fun 101, he disappeared. And I was starting to think I was cursed, like, okay, I make good friends with these people, and then they disappear.
Yeah.
But now Louis is posting, but not on his Lego channel. He's posting on his reaction channel.
Right.
So I'm just like, air.
Because I do miss Louis.
Okay.
Louis, I thought Louis was going to be one of the kind of big guys. I thought he was going to be, going up and up and up. And we used to live stream with him, and he was so much fun. Like, he's really good live
He's
streamer.
really fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think he likes the I don't know if he likes the kind of like having to do stuff all the time or whatever, but he stopped for a while. He was doing some gaming, and then I saw him with, I think it was Open Build Repeat or somebody. If it wasn't Open Build Repeat, it was Brick
Brick
Adjuster.
Fun 101.
Did Brick Fun 101 change? They changed the name. They were something before that, weren't they?
They were. I don't remember what they were before then, though. But it's Aaron and Stacy. I can't remember what their name was before.
They're good fun as well.
That's who Louis talked to a lot. He talked to Aaron a lot. Like, they were like, I think they were like best buds. They were like this. And then, like, I don't know. It was like after I started becoming good friends with them, it's like they all just kind of like disappeared. Lego Life. You're right, Lego Loser. They were Lego Life. Yeah. And Lego Loser, we're gonna have to catch up on Discord so you can tell me what was said between you and Louis, because I have not spoken to Louis, and I miss Louis. Louis, if you're out there, I miss you, and you need to contact me. Just saying. Okay, let's see here. Not to dive into politics too much, but in the U.S., when free healthcare or college forgiveness is mentioned, it's common to hear, but who would pay for that? And that's impossible. Yeah. We're going to leave it at that. It's not a good... That's like a rabbit hole.
Exactly.
Oh my God. Like, I'll say this. So Biden just did do some student loan forgiveness, and like some people super happy about it. They and they were people who needed the help, because just because you went to college and you got that degree doesn't mean that you're necessarily using that degree, and it may not be by your choice that you're not using that degree.
Yeah. And
you may not be able, you might have a hard time paying off your loan. So it's just like, okay. And then you got the other people who are like, well, I pay for money. Okay, that's it. I'm going to stop. No more politics from here on out. No more politics. The only good thing about the UK is Percy Pigs. Okay, what's Percy Pigs?
I think it's Marks and Spencer's sell them. They're the little kind of jellies. They're as you call them, candies in the shape of a pig. They're really nice.
See, I'm going to get so fat when I finally get to come over there, because I'm going to want to try everything. So the closest I have ever come to any kind of UK version of food is going to Universal Orlando to Harry Potter, where they'll serve, like, for breakfast, they do have like a traditional British breakfast with like the baked beans. And I'm like, you eat baked beans for breakfast? What? Okay, whatever.
I know Americans think that's weird.
We don't eat baked beans for breakfast. We eat them with dinner.
We put them on toast as well.
Like when we grill, we have it like with our grilled food. Like our grilled sausages or our hamburgers. We don't eat them for breakfast. So the first time I saw that, I was like, what? But I also find it interesting too, because
we have beans on toast. So we have toast and we put beans on them. Amazing.
Yeah, no. And see, we just started a low carb lifestyle change here, so.
Oh God, don't know how you do that. Whew.
I did it. Okay, so I'm hearing music in my ear. Hold on, please. I don't know if anybody else can hear it, but I can. Why did music start? Right, because I touched my headphones. Okay, there we go. So I'm overweight. Here we go. Overweight. Got a little extra weight. I've gotten comfortable with that fact finally. But so before the pandemic, it was probably the Thanksgiving before the pandemic, like there wasn't even word about COVID yet. Like there was
Yeah.
no talk, not even anything over in China yet. And it was, I think I started this, I had gone to the doctor. I was like, I really want to lose weight. Like I'm serious, blah, blah, blah. Because he had been trying to get me to lose weight. And I was just like, yeah, I'll lose weight, whatever. Blah, blah, blah.
Eventually.
Yeah. And then, so he told me about this program. I joined this program. It was through my health thing and whatever. And they want me to do a low carb lifestyle change. I was like, okay, what does this entail? And then they were like, well, you can't eat pasta. You can't eat, well, you can. You just need to control your portions. And they were like, this is how many grams you can have between this and this. It was like 90 to 120 grams of carbs. It was like,
Right.
okay, which, excuse me, to me, that sounds like a lot. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Blah, blah, blah. I can handle this. Then I start going like the first time, and this was the week before Thanksgiving. People, do not start a lifestyle change the week before Thanksgiving. Oh my God. But I did. I was like, no, I have to do this. Like, once I get determined, I become stubborn. And it's like, nope, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. It will happen. So I go grocery shopping and I start looking at the back of everything and looking at the nutrition labels. I was like, I can have this much pasta. I can have like if I want a sandwich, which I don't eat a lot of sandwiches, but if I want to have a sandwich, I have to take a slice of bread and cut it in half. I can't just use 2 slices of bread. Because technically, if you read, I don't know if you guys have like nutritional labels on your stuff, but like the serving size is 1 slice of bread, not 2. And I'm like, but a sandwich requires 2 slices of bread. That should be a serving. Like, that's my logic, okay? And I'm like, okay, so I can't. I was like, okay, how about hot dog buns? Because I like to have like different sausages and stuff, but I like them on a bun. I was like, okay, I can't have them on a bun anymore because the bun is like 30 or 40 or something. I don't remember what it is now. I was just like, I can't have that. I can't have this. I can't have that. Or I have to limit my portions. So then I finally learned, so my favorite food in the whole entire world is macaroni and cheese. I can eat cheese. There's like barely any carbs in cheese. I was like, okay, so I can eat cheese. I can't eat the macaroni. I was like, okay, well, I'm not giving up mac and cheese. Like, that's not happening, people. This is not happening. So then I was like, this is back when I used to support Chick-fil-A, but I don't support Chick-fil-A anymore because I don't agree with their beliefs. And so I would have my husband get me the small portion of their mac and cheese because it was like the only good like takeout mac and cheese. And I would just eat like a third of it. And that would be enough. And then the next day I would eat another third and then I'd eat the last third. And so it's like, okay, I just need to learn portions for the carbs so I can still eat the carbs that I do like. And they were okay with that. They were like, well, at least you're telling us like you're not going to give up mac and cheese, but you found a way that you can still enjoy it and still stay under the carbs. I was like, yeah, sometimes I don't even have 90 carbs in a day. But so we just started again. My husband wasn't on it the first time, but he's doing it this time because he just found out that he's pre-diabetic and they told him you need to go low carb and you need to do half an hour of cardio every day. Or no, you need to do half an hour 5 times a week. So he's been doing that. So it's like, well, at least this time I'm not the only one. So it makes it easier.
Yeah, I mean, it's good if the two of you are doing it because, it does make it a bit easier.
Yeah.
It's supposed to, anyway, in theory.
It's supposed to. It actually does. At least it has for us so far. Let's catch up on these comments if my mouse will work. Agree with FabBlondies Bricks. I need to travel and see more of the world. Yep. I agree. I need to. Oh my God, FabBlondie is fairly close to me. Next state over, under, etc. I had no idea. What state do you live in, Zizu? Is it Ohio or no? Ohio's where I'm at. Is it Kentucky or Indiana? Because really, those are the only two states close to me. Yeah, Fab is my Lego mom. Yes, I am.
Woo!
Yes, I am. I just hate that I'm old enough to be your mom, but whatever. I have been in the shadows. Yeah, you have. You have. Also, I spoke to Louie. Yeah, we need to catch up. We need to catch up. Okay, that's Lego life. I met Louie through Aaron and Stacy. I think that's how a lot of us met Louie, was through Aaron and Stacy. I think. I feel like it. How did you meet Louie, Sai?
He came up in a recommendation. He was live streaming. He was on it. Had about 2 or 3 people watching him. I don't care about how many people are watching. If someone's interesting, I'll just watch. So I was watching. I was like,
Yeah.
oh my god, this guy is actually really fun. So I was just in the chat chatting away, and then I got a hi, Cy O'Connor from Solo Brick Builder, and I was like, hey, Solo, how do you know Louis? Is it? I've been watching him for a while or something. I was like, oh my god, like that's crazy. So then I said to Greg, oh, this guy Louis 2x4, he's really good. You have to check him out. So then we kind of spread the word. Louis like really good and everything, and then we all just kind of got to know him. But I've been looking at a few live streams over the past 2 or 3 years, and just kind of like pop in. 2 or 3 people watching, chat away, and then they've become friends of mine. Like Danny, Lego Danny Bob,
Yeah.
streaming one time. I think there was about 5 or 6 people there, and I said, "Hi, how are you?" And she was, "Hey, hi, C O'Connor." I was like, so I had to type in. It's pronounced Sigh. And then I got BFAB saying hello back to me. I was like, what? BFAB is here too. So it's weird. Yeah, he said that she came up in a recommendation, and she came up in a recommendation of mine. So a lot of them I've just kind of like they've come up as recommendations, which is cool because you kind of see the same people all the time, and then you like sometimes I go looking for people as guests, for because there's so many other people on YouTube that I've never heard of, and I discovered them, and they may have like loads and loads of subscribers and really good channel, and it's like weird because you think you've seen and met everybody, but you haven't. There's so many more out there.
And there's always new people coming on too.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like you were saying about Louis earlier, like I really thought like he would like stay around for a long time because his stuff was really good. Yeah. I really enjoyed all of his content. I don't know if you saw, I actually sent in he was doing an apartment complex, and I sent in a mock of my Lego room to him.
Right.
To be like one of the apartments.
No way. That's cool.
If you go back on my channel, you can see what my ideal Lego room looks like, but it is based off of the actual layout of what I have.
That's awesome.
And like I use the light aqua bricks to match my walls because it's almost dead on. It's almost dead on because that's like my favorite color, as you can tell by my ear things. I love aqua. It's my favorite. But yeah, it's on he's got it on his channel and it's on my channel. It's like last year though, so you kind of have to go back a little bit. But that was my first no, it wasn't my first mock, but like my first building mock. Yeah, there we go. Building. Yeah. Sour sweet as is. I love the Percy pigtails. I have no idea. Okay, moving on. Sigh, it is weird. I have no idea. I have beans with everything. I love baked beans. I don't like the consequences. But I love, oh my God. If you put a good baked bean in front of me, I will eat all of it.
Yeah.
Like the whole container. I love baked beans. I grew up on baked beans. They're so good. Is FabBlondie really Potter fan? Of course. Hello. Shirt. Back here. Hello. And
hello.
Don't know if you probably can't read it. That sign right there says Grimwald Place. And I'm gonna get the one that says Diagon Alley. And then over there, that Funko Pop is the Burrow and Molly Weasley.
Right.
And then that one up there is Albus and Hogwarts.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'm a Potter fan. Come on, people. Clearly. Let's see here. Come on, mouse. This mouse is so touchy. Thank you, Lego loser. That's very nice of you, but I'm overweight. Hi, Blondie. Sorry we didn't catch more of the stream. What's your favorite non-licensed Lego theme? Oh, and this is Slug Films, which I've actually met them. They are very nice. They do stop motion. So I recommend it. If you like Breaking Bad, they do Breaking Bad stop motions. And what was the other one? City of Atlantis? I think it was Atlantis. You'll have to correct me if I'm wrong on that, Slug Films. But yeah, check out their stop motions. They're still a small channel, but I think they got a lot going for them. They're going to make it. They will.
Good.
Favorite non-licensed Lego theme? What is my favorite non-licensed Lego theme? Probably Monster Fighters.
Yeah,
I think that's
so too.
I think yours is too, Sai.
I think so. I'm just looking to see.
I love the modulars too, which I finally built. I finally built my first modular. I finally built Assembly Square.
Oh, cool.
I was working on it for it's so big that I ended up taking probably a month to build it because I would work on one section of bags. I did all of the bag ones and then all of the bag twos, and then I stopped for a while because life got in the way because this year's been hectic and crazy and whatever. And then I would do all the bag threes and whatever. Yeah, it was
I like doing that with modulars. I like taking my time. I like building them over a few days. Because there's little Easter eggs in there as well. You don't want to just build and then go, that's it.
I like building. I actually do like building fast. So the fact that I'm still in the same spot. Maybe I should take out the part about building on live stream, unless I'm just by myself on the live stream. If I'm by myself, it's easy. So Zizu is saying hi to Slug Films. So I definitely go check out Slug Films. And everybody, if you haven't checked out Sai's channel, there we go. Sai's channel, his link, there should be a link below. I hope I put it in there. I'm pretty sure there is? Okay, good. I was hoping I did. I thought I did. I don't know why the past few days I've been forgetting stuff like crazy. I don't know.
Mandela effect.
Nah, I think it's just old age. Let's see. And Oldendorf, I'm eating a large Cadbury button at the moment. So Cadbury is chocolate for you guys, right?
Yeah, they're the company, and then they make these little kind of chocolate discs called buttons because they look like a button. But they have
Cadbury, and Easter time we have Cadbury eggs. I think it's the same company for you guys.
It is.
I don't know. Okay, cool. Yeah. Those are good. I love Cadbury eggs. Oh, I love a good Cadbury egg.
It's
the chocolate Cadbury eggs. Ooh.
Yeah, it's an English company, Cadbury.
I thought so.
But the chocolate tastes different wherever you go. So in Ireland and in the UK, it tastes the same because it's the same climate. So obviously the cows eat the same type of grass, and that makes the same kind of milk, which tastes the same because it's in the chocolate. In America, it's a different type of milk. So the chocolate will taste a little bit different because I don't know if you watch Brickitect. So he streamed. He does videos with his child and stuff. He's really good. But he was over in the UK, and even he got stuff sent from the UK to him, and he said it tastes completely different. He says it's nicer from Ireland and the UK.
So what I'm hearing is when I do finally manage to come over to the UK, I need to try all of the things that I'm familiar with over here to see how different it tastes over here.
Yeah, like a taste
compared to over here. I bet your eggs taste different too.
Oh, and do you know what? Our eggs aren't white. They're like a kind of a tan color.
Well, so so over here, if the eggs are from like a chicken farm, they tend to be white. But like if they're organic eggs, the organic eggs will be like a brown. We call them brown eggs, but I
Yeah,
have a
yeah.
feeling it's the same color.
It's the same
I don't
color,
know.
yeah. Because I couldn't
So
believe it when I saw like American cookery shows and they had these white things. I thought they were ping pong balls. I was like, that's an egg. It's white. What are you doing?
yeah, so like if it's from a chicken farm, then it's white. But if you buy organic eggs, which I actually this year I switched over to organic eggs, and they taste completely different.
Yeah, totally.
And they taste so much better. I was like,
yeah.
why did
And
I
the
not
yolk
know
is
about
yellower.
this? It is. It is. I was like,
Yeah.
oh. And even if you go to like Walmart over here is like cheap. Even if you go to Walmart and you buy their organic eggs, they're still better.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people think over here they associate cheap with not being good.
Yeah.
I'm like, no. It's called less expensive.
Exactly.
That's
That's
what
what I
it's called.
learned when I worked in sales. Never say cheap. It's less expensive.
Mm-hmm. Less expensive. Yep.
Yeah.
yeah, I worked my time in sales too. Whew. I love macaroni and cheese. See, I knew I adopted you as my Lego child for a good reason. I knew I did. At Slug Films, what is your fave? And I can answer. Okay. Oh, I don't know what's going on now.
Yeah, Lego theme.
Oh, okay. I think I know what his. No, do I? I don't know if we discussed that when we met. Oh, yeah, we did. Haha. Macaroni and cheese works on pizza for those who hate to make. Okay, that's just an abomination to pizza. I'm sorry. And macaroni and cheese. I can't agree with you on that,
No.
Oldendorf. No. Should not mix the two. Now, deep fried macaroni and cheese is delicious. Of course,
Deep fried. Really?
Yeah, so you take some, usually like refrigerate it. You take it, you ball it up, and you do like you're gonna deep fry, put it in the breadcrumbs, and then you deep fry.
Wow.
It's actually an appetizer at one of my favorite restaurants.
Really? You see that it's not a common thing here. So we tried it. We get American stuff. Oh, one of the shops we go to has an American section. So we have like Mike and Ike's, and we have loads of different Hershey's, and they had this macaroni and cheese, and my daughter Katie said, "Oh, I'm going to get some," and I was, yeah, cool. Brought it home, put it in the microwave. Oh my god, it stank the house out so badly, and it was like I don't know what, it was like somebody put a doll's head in and melted in the microwave. So that got thrown in the bin. So we have to find a good one that it tastes like, because it's apparently supposed to be really nice, and we want to try it. So, Lego Loser, you can tell me where you get yours, because maybe I can find some here.
I could give you my recipe for macaroni and cheese, but I don't share my recipe.
No, you probably have to kill me afterwards.
Well, and everybody who has had my macaroni and cheese, not to brag, says that's the best they've ever had.
Oh, that's good.
So I can cook that. Oh, I can cook in general, but yeah, I love mac and cheese. I love it. And Slug Films is saying hi to Zizu. Our favorite theme is Atlantis. That's what I thought, naturally. What's yours? I don't know what Zizu's is. Lego Ideas is the best non-licensed theme, if that counts. I think that counts. Why wouldn't it count? I mean, they just bring in other licenses for it, like Doctor Who, for example. But
yeah,
Winnie the Pooh. Does the Winnie the Pooh even count as an ideas set? It was an ideas. But do they count it as ideas now?
Yeah.
Okay. I never got that one. I don't think I am going to get it.
I don't have
Are
it either.
cheese toasties and grilled cheese different? So what are cheese toasties for you guys? Is it just cheese in between two pieces of grilled bread?
Yes, so I mean, if you go to a pub, might get a cheese toasty, and it'd be basically two slices of bread with some cheese in the middle, but they have this kind of toasted cheese maker thing. Or you can buy a toasted cheese. It's like a waffle machine that you guys have, and you put your bread in, put whatever in, and then you put the bread on top, and you fold it, close the lid like a waffle maker, and you can have it that way. Or the way I do it is, I use a dry frying pan with some bread, some ham, some cheese, and then put the other slice of bread on top, and when the cheese starts to melt, just turn it over. Or you can do it in a grill.
Yeah.
You could just same thing.
Yeah, it's basically the same thing, except for the waffle iron part. That part's not the same. So traditionally in the U.S., there's the cheap way, and then there's the not cheap way. So in the U.S., you put some butter on your bread, and then you put it in the skillet, flip it over, add your cheese, and you have both slices in there at the same time, and then you put them together, and then you just flip it until the cheese melts. Or the cheap way is you just toast bread in your toaster, and then put your cheese in between, and that's it. And then sometimes you put it in the microwave to melt the cheese, or you don't. Just depends.
Yeah.
So Zizou's in Kentucky. Okay, yeah, that's literally right across the river from me because I'm in Cincinnati. Wow. So yeah. Someone asked me the other day if I'm named after the state, and I think that's the biggest insult I've ever heard. I think I know what your first name is. I think I do. And I'm not going to say it because I don't know if you share your name or not. But
I know her name.
Yeah. I think I know it, but I don't want to say it just in case.
Yeah.
Okay, come on. Stupid mouse. Danny Bob is fantastic. She is. I've been watching her more and more. I like her.
Yeah.
She's so energetic.
Isn't she?
I need that kind of energy. What does she do? She must drink like 10 Mountain Dew. Like, that's how many Mountain Dews I would need to drink to have that kind of energy. I am not that energetic.
She's a ball of energy.
She is. B-Fab never leaves his bed at all. Okay. I have no idea. Louis' stuff was some of my favorite. Yeah, it was some of my favorite too. I hope he comes back. I really do. Oh, wait. Okay. I used to watch all of the community live streams all of the time, but I just stopped and I met some of my really good friends in Tommy Seabrick's servers who are my age, and we have a big server now. Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's what I like about the Lego community. It's like easy to make friends with people.
Yeah.
Because you already have something in common, and most of them are friendly and want to be friends. There are people who are out there for it, for themselves. And I'm not going to go down that. At Slug Films, Elves is non-licensed. Elves, Castle, and Monster Fighters and Creator. Yikes, that's too many. Creator's fun. I do like Creator. I've seen some Elves sets, but not too many. Like, everyone is around 15, 16, and then we have a random 24-year-old. Well, I mean, you know what happens. And it's really not the age that counts. It's not the number. It's not. It's the person's attitude and how they act. You can be young at heart. I'm young at heart. I think so.
Me too.
Cadbury eggs at Easter is the only chocolate treat better than Reese's, in my opinion. Yeah. Reese's is my favorite. I love Reese's. I'm ready to get offended, but Fab, could you try to do a British accent? No. I might watch a lot of British TV, but I am not going to offend all of UK and do a British accent.
You see, no. the funny. I was looking at it. I was watching a show the other day, and there was a guy from Liverpool was on, and the Liverpool accent is completely different to like a London accent. So I thought to myself, it would be funny to get the different accents from the UK, and then when someone says, "Oh, do a British accent," I could play an accent, and then they'd be like, "That's not a British accent. The British accent is like your man from Bridget Jones," and then have an Irish one as well, because some of the Irish accents I don't even understand when they speak, because they're just so like really thick country accents, and it's like, and you're like, what? What did he say? Is he having a stroke? Are you okay? It's like,
there are some accents in America, like some country accents. No.
Yeah.
And like it's pure American. They definitely came from like it's pure American. It's like really, really people who are really out in the country.
Yeah.
and I'm like, I can't understand a word you're saying. Because one
Really?
time I went to this restaurant and I was with my parents, like I was younger, and I did not understand a word the waitress said. I was just like, I understood hun. That's all I understood was hun. And I was just like, I want this and this and that. Wait, I want this with this and that.
That's
And then
hilarious.
she repeated my order back to me. I was like, sure, that's what I
Yeah.
said. I have no idea. Luckily,
Lady
when I got
comes
my
back
order,
with
it
a
was what
squid
I
head.
ordered.
You get a squid head and you get like cow udders, and it's like, oh, I didn't order that.
Yeah, sometimes, and like I will admit, like there are some accents that I just have a hard time understanding. Like I have a hard time with Indian accents. I have a really hard time with them. I don't know why, especially over a phone. I'm like, huh? And it's not like I sometimes I just hear things wrong, like completely
Did you
wrong.
say Indian accents?
Indian, yeah.
Yeah, it's like India, the country.
India, the country.
Yeah,
I have a hard time with them.
I worked with Indian people in one of the places I used to work with, and yeah, it does take a bit of getting used to.
Mhm.
But I mean, I'm sure they thought that about me as well.
Yeah, and I'm sure people have been like, "What the hell is she saying?" When it comes to me, I'm sure they act like, yeah. So, guessing Sai has more free-range chickens in his area. Yes, so much better.
It's just the thing here. Yeah, everything seems to be that way. I mean, but I always find it funny because people, my American friends, are always like, "Oh, McDonald's is disgusting. It's so artificial." Blah blah blah. The law here states that if you advertise you are selling a beef burger, it has to be 100% beef, and that's the way our burgers are. And our chips, our French fries are made from just potatoes. There's no added
See?
this, that, or so. Like technically, McDonald's is healthier here than it is in America.
Oh yeah, over here it is absolutely
And
horrible.
our McMuffins have free range eggs. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's just a thing.
I don't even want to know what our eggs are made from because I don't think they're made from eggs.
No, they're probably made from frogs' eggs or something.
Probably, I don't know. Like I don't get eggs from a fast food restaurant. Like that's just my rule. I do not because and I know that they use like this little thing, like a little whatever thing to like
Yeah,
hook
it's
the egg
like a
in to
stone
make it
cutter. Yeah.
round. And I'm like, I know that's what you do, but no, I don't. It don't look right to me. Like if when I want my eggs cooked, I want it to look like you like actually cooked it in a pan. You didn't try to contain it into like a disc. And yeah,
I was the same when I got an egg McMuffin, egg and sausage McMuffin first at McDonald's. I was like, "What the hell is that thing?" And it was like it was the egg, and I was like, "But is it not supposed to be runny and everything else?" And then I got over it, and they're so nice, so addictive.
And let's see here. Lego loser, are they the same as macaroni cheese bites? Probably. They're good. Can get them in Sainsbury's. Or is it Sainsbury's? I don't know. Is it Sainsbury's? Okay.
Sainsbury's, yeah.
Because I feel like I've heard that in the shows that I've watched, so
Oh, you would have, yeah.
yeah. Because I used to work at my previous job to where I work now a few years ago. We would start talking about TV shows. I was like, oh yeah, I watched blah blah blah, whatever show it was. Like I watched all of Midsummer Murders. I like binged watched that, and now, well, I had binged watched up to the current season of Silent Witness, but at the time it was just Midsummer Murders, obviously the Great British Bake Off, and I was watching some other shows at the time.
Yeah.
And I would start being like, oh, well, do you guys watch this? Because they would mention the Great British Bake Off. I was like, oh, well, do you watch, like Midsummer Murders, or do you watch whatever other show? And they were like, what? I was like, well, they're UK shows. And they were like, you were born in the wrong country. I was like, yes, I was. Yes, I was. Can you tell my parents that and get me over there? Because that's where I want to be.
But the
Let's
funny
see.
thing is, so the shop there, you guys say berries, like where is it gone? So what was that one? That one was Sains. You guys say Sainsbury's, so we say Sains, like bury, like to
Oh,
Bury. So
Burry.
Sainsbury's and
Sainsbury's.
Cadbury's. So yeah,
Cadbury's.
you
Yeah,
guys
we
say
say Cadbury.
Cadbury's, but it's not Berries. It's a U.
Yeah.
So Sainsbury's and Cad. Just so when you go to Scotland, they're not going American. Yeah,
I'll probably forget by then, in all
you'll
honesty.
get your lingo. No, it'll be funny.
Yeah.
I'd love to be in Scotland when you're there and looking at the guy, the waiter, when he's telling you what's on the menu. You'd be like, "What?" Because Scotland is so famous for like having like such a thick accent. It's a brilliant accent. It's really really nice. But yeah, it's gonna be,
And
and
where
it's
my
cold.
I know, and where my husband wants to go, it's the very tippy
Yeah,
top of Scotland. Like
it's
the
near
very
yeah,
tippy top.
it's nearly Sweden.
Yeah, I think it pretty much is. But don't tell him I said that. And let's see here. Irish accent is fun to listen to. I think it is.
I think it is.
I like Sai's accent. I'm not gonna lie. I like
Oh,
Sai's
thanks.
accent. And like the one thing that I've noticed, like between like the UK and Ireland, I don't know about Scottish, and the US is like you guys say aluminium and we say aluminum.
Yeah,
And like you guys pronounce more of your letters the way in words, the way that you would pronounce your alphabet.
true.
Whereas we will like silence them or do something like weird with them.
That's true. Yeah.
Whereas, and so we used to watch Top Gear back when it was Clarkson and Mays and I forget what the other guy's name is, but whatever. And my husband would start calling all the cars by how you guys pronounce the cars. So it wouldn't be over here, it's Nissan. And he started pronouncing it Nissan, however they pronounce it.
Nissan.
Yeah. And then like, so we have Hyundais and you guys pronounce them
Hyundai.
Yeah, Hyundai. It's been so long since I've watched them and I feel bad. And actually, we're running over. So let's see here. We are. Oh no. My mom's side of the family is Indian, and my granddad's siblings and parents have such thick Indian accents. I wouldn't understand them. I'm sorry. I wouldn't. I just wouldn't. Frog eggs.
Frog eggs.
You never know in the US, honestly. Like there used to be a joke, and it probably still is joked about over here with Taco Bell. Taco Bell, like we used to say it was like horse meat or like it just was not even meat at all. But I love Taco Bell. Yeah, so
there was a big
like
scandal.
we don't have all the strict rules over here that you guys do.
Yeah.
Like I don't even think you guys are allowed to have Mountain Dew. Or there's like something in our Mountain Dew that you guys can't have. That's illegal in the UK.
Yeah. So they're not made here. So they don't make them here. So when we go into the shop and it has like all the American stuff, there's a big they put the Irish government put a big sticker on, and it has all of the ingredients that you guys don't put on over there, or it has like an actual name for it, like instead of hypoglycemideide, it'll have like formaldehyde or but it has like not warnings on it, but it has a big sticker with every single ingredient in it. Like
Oh my god. Okay.
I'll take a photograph the next time I'm in there.
Yeah, I was just gonna ask, can you do me a favor and like take a picture the next time you go? Because I just want to see what this looks like. Yeah, I'm a very curious people. Just heads up, everybody. I'm very curious. Very curious. People who watch EastEnders are just British mums and nans.
It's a TV show.
I don't watch that one.
You probably like it though.
I probably need to find it. Hopefully, BritBox or Acorn TV has it.
It's a soap opera, so you're about 27 years behind.
I don't really like soap operas that much. I'm not the soap opera type. Even though I did have my guilty pleasure of Housewives of Atlanta, but I'm not the soap opera type. My favorite shows are like criminal shows, like Criminal Minds. I loved Criminal Minds when it was out here. Oh my god.
Right.
And now my husband's like, okay, so don't make her mad because she knows every single possible way to kill you and possibly get away with it because she saw how they got caught. I'm like, yeah,
Oh, no way.
probably. Okay, Father Ted anymore. I don't know.
That's a good show.
Is it? Okay. I love how people in the UK say garage. I'm going to start confusing my students with that.
So
How
yeah,
do you guys... Is it garage?
Garage,
Okay.
yeah.
And then you call gas stations something different than we do. Because we just call them gas stations.
Yeah, so Ireland isn't part of the UK anyway, so we tend to say some stuff different to them as well. So I know that some people in the UK do say garage, and Greg I know says garage, like the Irish people. And then there's like we don't say sidewalk, we say footpath. There's loads of different sidewalk footpath. What was the other one? There was something like candy and sweets. We say sweets, cookies. We do have cookies, but that's a specific type of biscuit. So we call biscuits biscuits, whereas you guys have a thing that looks like a scone that's a biscuit, and you have it with gravy. Yeah.
And then we have something different that's called a scone, and I don't even know where that scone is.
But I love that. I love the way like one thing can be something completely different, and two people can be talking about the same thing, but it has a different name, and it's just like, hey, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, me too.
Yep. Yeah, like I do know. Do not go to a restaurant and ask for a napkin because you might get a diaper.
No, that's a nappy.
A nappy. That's right. Nappy.
So if you ask for a napkin, you're fine. They'll give you a little paper towel thing that you can. But if you ask for if you're in the restaurant and say, "Can I have a nappy?" They'll be like, "Oh, here's a Pampers. Are you okay?"
Why do you need a Pampers and you have no children around? That's another story for another time. Yeah.
Too much Guinness.
Yeah, there you go. I look forward to the new Grand Tour that's the new show that they're doing over on Amazon, which I have watched like part of season 1, but I can't keep up. In the frozen north of Europe. Ooh, that would be fun. Okay, we're going to finish up going through these comments, and then we're going to let Cy go, because I'm sure he's got other stuff to do. And I need to build more than that, apparently. I know. I've watched Dairy Girls so many times. It's hilarious. I have not watched it. I've never watched it. I've heard of it.
I haven't watched it, but it's supposed to be so funny.
See, yeah, I tend not to watch funny things. I tend to watch like murder, mystery, crime. Yeah. Like I watched Law and Order UK. I watched Line of Duty, Midsummer Murder, Silent Witness. That's over on your side. On my side, it would be like Criminal Minds, Law and Order SVU, Law and Order Criminal Intent, Law and Order. Our 8 million Law and Orders that we have over here.
Yeah, I know.
So, yeah.
So many. There's two. I might be showing my age here, but there's two shows that I used to like watching. One was called Poirot. He was a Belgian detective, and he has a little mustache. And then the other one was Miss Marple. I really liked Miss Marple.
I haven't watched Miss Marple. So we have PBS over here that tends to get. That's like how I watched Doctor Who when I was little, was through PBS, and we would watch things like we would watch Sherlock Holmes. Like I love Sherlock Holmes. I think that's really cool. Like the old time ones with Jeremy Irons, I think it is. I can't remember.
I liked the ones with Basil Rathbone in it, the black and white ones.
Yeah, those are good too. Those are good too. I just like Sherlock Holmes because it's just the whole I just like Sherlock Holmes. Yeah. Even with oh, never mind. I can't think of people's names. I'm bad at names. Okay, my screen just went all crazy on me and okay, whatever. I don't know what happened here. Okay, we say it garage, petrol
Oh, that's
station,
what you asked
petrol
me, yeah, petrol
station.
station.
Yeah. Footpath, interesting. Yeah, we call them sidewalks here.
What do
A
you call a
boot
bicycle?
versus a
What do you call a bicycle lane? Just a bicycle lane or a bicycle path, or do you have bicycle lanes?
I mean, either one, really. Yeah, either
Oh,
one.
that's another good one. Yeah, a boot and a
A
lift.
boot versus a trunk. Yeah, that one I knew because of that one show that I just mentioned not that long ago. Oh yeah, I did
Top
finally
Gear.
build Hermione.
Hey.
I finally built Hermione. Woohoo! But yeah, I knew about boot versus trunk. I knew about elevator versus a lift because I used to watch Are You Being Served, which was
Right, yeah.
hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I love that show. It is Psy bedtime. I don't know. I feel like Psy stays up late.
I do. Too late.
I have seen you on Instagram when it's late for me, and I'm like, dude, do you sleep? I've seriously wanted to get on when I've seen you like I'll check it before I go to bed, and I go to bed like around 10 o'clock our time, and you'll still be on, and I'll see you active, and I'm like, there's been times I've been like, dude, do you go to sleep?
Yeah, sometimes I'm making videos, or sometimes I just fall asleep in the couch and I wake up and I'm like, what's on Instagram?
Well, and I know you're like, I've heard that like you were really into like astronomy too. So you probably stay up late for some of that too.
Do you know what I do like going out in the dark and looking at the sky, looking at the stars, or if there's a full moon or whatever. And sometimes you can see like you can see really, the constellations and stuff like that. But I do stay up if there are any rocket launches for definite. I love watching like the SpaceX launches and this bloody NASA rocket that won't get off the ground. Oh my god.
Yeah. Oh my god. That my husband is into like not astronomy but space stuff. Like he's into like NASA and stuff like that. He actually wanted to be an astronaut, but he would not qualify. He would not survive the centrifuge. That thing that spins you around, he would not survive that because he would throw up. He gets sick on any of the spinny rides. He gets sick and he will throw up. So he couldn't be an astronaut. So yeah. So my husband, I know he was waiting for that NASA rocket to go off and it never went off. And he's like, what the hell is going on with this thing?
And they keep saying
Lego loser. Lego Loser is talking about, has anyone seen Elvis? Shit, you are obsessed with this Elvis movie. I need to see
He was actually in the queue behind me in McDonald's about 2 weeks ago. I walked backwards. I stood on his shoe. He said, don't stand on my blue suede shoes. I said, sorry, dude. My mistake. He kept wiping them.
Don't go to Vegas because there's going to be lots of Elvises in Vegas.
Yep.
Should I be scared that my Lego mom probably knows how to get away with murder?
Yeah.
Not unless you make me mad. Only if you make me mad should you be scared. Which it takes a lot to make me mad and it takes a lot to offend me. Just don't call me out my name. As long as you don't call me out my name, I'm good. At Lego Loser, yes. No, I'm as nice as I am. Honestly, I can be just the complete opposite 100%. So it can be scary. I can be scary sometimes. I could tell you all about it. Or you could ask my stepdaughter. I have school tomorrow. How sad. That is sad. I don't have school because I'm too old for school. Unless I would choose to go back. And I'm not going to. Lego Loser, same. And when I was younger, I was obsessed with space. I wanted to be like Tim Peake.
Oh, wow.
Who's Tim Peake?
He's a NASA astronaut. He was on the space station. He's the one that used to do all the singing in the space station, and he did a lot of Instagram stuff as well. He's got a mustache. He's Tim Peake.
Okay. I'm not into space as much, unless it's fake space stuff like that.
This guy was in love. He was in love with Ireland. So when he was up there, he kept taking photographs of Ireland, and he ended up being on like one of the big talk shows here and everything.
Oh, that's cool. And Sai got me with that one. Okay. Oh, okay. I know.
Yeah.
Sometimes it takes me a second. All right, so we are going to end it here. If you guys enjoyed the stream, make sure that you pounce on that like button like it says on my little banner down there. And I have other banners and I forgot to use them. Haha. Go me. Yeah, I gotta get used to this. Space or magic is what Fab is saying. Okay, I don't know. I'm confused. So it was great having you on, Sai. Sorry we went over.
No, you're grand.
But it was awesome having you, and hopefully you can come back for another episode. Because I know
Absolutely.
I have somebody scheduled for next week, and Oldendorf wants to do one also. So I'm going to schedule one with him. And I feel like there was somebody else, but I can't remember. But
Are we allowed to know who's on next week?
Next week is going to okay, so he's German. So if he's watching and I pronounce your name wrong, I apologize. Klembau. It's
Cool.
Klemmmbau.
Awesome.
So he will be next week, and then I think Oldendorf is going to be the week after that. So I need to figure I give myself a little bit of time to figure out who's going to be after that. So maybe it could be you, Sai.
Maybe.
Or I'm thinking about asking Greg, but I think he started doing lives on at 1:00. Well, 1:00 my time.
He does random weekend ones. He probably
Is
loves
it
to
random?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dude,
Because I saw he had one today, and I was like, "Dang nabbit," because I wanted to watch it, but like that hour before, I'm getting ready, so I couldn't watch it because I'm working on the stuff, like making sure that everything would work. So yeah. I'm gonna ask him. I mean, I fully intend on asking him. I have a list of people that I want to ask, but then like I also posted like, hey, if you have a backlog and you want to build it, and like join me on a live stream. So like I'm trying to get those people first because they want to do it, and then I'll ask the people. I'm like, I don't know if you're gonna do it or not, but
don't be scared. Just ask everybody you want to.
I have anxiety. So
do I. I have it really bad. I know it doesn't show, but
so does Louis.
Yeah,
I think that's part of the reason why Louis left was his anxiety. I think that's part of the reason he's disappeared.
We had a
well, I know some of the stuff. I know some of the stuff in the background. So I know part of what was going on, and I'm not going to share that because.
I think nearly everyone who does Lego YouTube has anxiety.
Yeah,
from what I've spoken to people, everyone seems to have a bit of it, and OCD.
Except for Greg. Greg does not seem to have any amount of anxiety to me.
No, he's just a ball of energy.
He probably does. He is. What is his secret? Does he drink like Red Bull, like 5 of them?
No. Do you know what? He drinks coffee occasionally, and he's just a madman. He's just a ball of energy all the time.
I wish I could, but I'm just not like that. Oh my god. So
he's like that in real life too. I've met him. He's like that in real life too.
Yeah. Oh my god, it was so great to see you guys meet finally. I was just like, oh look, they're finally
meeting. I know, yeah. It was so cool.
Like it was cute. Sorry. I use cute a lot. No matter what, I use cute a lot. I was like, oh my god, it's so cute. I almost had a little tear. Like, okay, I have noticed that as getting older, I cry more and I hate it. Just so we all know. So everybody is saying goodbye. So we should probably go too. So Sai, thank you very much. It was great having you on. I'm so honored that you were my first guest.
Me too.
And I definitely will be asking for you to come back because this was fun. And maybe I'll get further on building. I feel like I did worse than you or Greg.
I think so, yeah.
I did really bad. But I'm not going to wait until the... Well, yeah, that's true. I did do the minifigure too. So there we go. There's everything. Woohoo! I'm going to build this off stream. I'm not going to wait until the next live stream to build it because I can't leave the bricks loose because, 4 cats and one of them loves Lego.
Oh my God.
Yeah. All right. Well, bye, everybody. It was nice seeing everybody and talking with everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye.